Hello everybody and welcome to RPGeeks, where we roll dice and tell stories. Hello, I'm Emily Bates, I'm one of the RPGeeks. I use she, her pronouns, and today we're playing Masks 2044. In Masks 2044, we're going to quickly whiz through our characters and who everyone is here. I will be playing Pandora Porter, otherwise known as Horizon, who uses he, she, or they pronouns. Shamini.
Oh, hi, my name is Shamini. I'm an RP geek. I use she, her pronouns. And today I will be playing young, angsty superhero, Pinnacle, real name Natalie Aniston, but it's been a long path towards peak superherodom, so to speak.
And Nathan.
Hi everybody, I am your androgynous android game trace from the future, Nathan Blades, he, they, and I am going to be playing Victor Viperidae, aka Snakebite.
Amazing. And Liv.
Hello there, I'm Liv Kennedy. I have been on here once before and it was so much fun, and now I'm back. Hi. I'm going to be playing Creation, aka Margot Kelly, and she uses she, her pronouns, and so do I.
Amazing. And finally, fate weaving our fates. That's not quite what we say here. Zach!
Yay!
Yay!
I'm so happy to be here. Obviously, those viewers who know me from RPGeeks know that I love to just ruin the lives of my players with big dramatic story beats that actually they love. So, I'm very excited to play this game of Masks, A New Generation, written by Brendan Conway, which I've called Masks 2044. I did that.
You can't get it right.
2024.
Cannot get it right. I called it that. Cannot say it. George, you can't say, you can type this shit, but you can't read it.
Well, Zach, all that's left to say is take it away.
Oh.
Oh, we're going?
We're going.
no.
We're going.
Oh, no.
We're in.
I'm so excited. You know, I think we need to start this adventure a little bit more dramatically.
Okay.
Explosions rocket across the screen. Bodies are smashed into buildings. And the super heroic city of Superior City on the shores of gorgeous Lake Superior is in flames. An incredible fight is raging on the streets, and you see a figure hovering in combat with what looks like a rhinoceros man wearing a jetpack. All of you here on this call will recognize this as Hope G, or as they're better known, or as he is better known, Sanguine, superhero and leader of Team Impact, one of the greatest teams under the leadership of the Strategic Homeland Defense Agency, not a government organization. As we see shots of this combat unleash across the city, I would like each of you to take a moment and tell me what we see of you and what happens as you attempt to defeat this rhinoceros-themed villain, Rhino Rick. And I'm going to start with Nathan.
Sure. Snakebite at street level is running towards where the rhino is being locked in combat in the air, and runs by, we're in the US, runs by a bodega.
Nice.
And looks at the combat in the air and looks through the glass, is like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, but I gotta do this, and reaches out a hand towards the bodega, and we see all the bottles of bottom shelf vodka just start rattling as they then smash through the glass, floating in the air, and like a barrage of missiles start flying towards, spiraling towards the rhino, exploding in shards of broken glass.
Incredible move. What do we see cut to next in this combat. This is a montage of many different things that happen over the course of this combat. I'm gonna go. Does anyone have a pitch for something next before I assign someone? Liv, go for it.
Oh, well.
Oh, no, you should go last. Pardon me. Shamini.
I was like, I
Okay.
think there's an order here.
You.
Yeah, there is.
So you see a small, besuited superhero figure. We're talking like, you know, superhero catsuit, whatever. Is it lycra, spandex? What are these things made of? I don't know.
Form-fitting nanofibers.
Shiny.
Nanofibers in it. In black, run through with silver like veins of ore. Young lady, sharp fringe, 2 plaits, a little bit of eye makeup going on. Not too much. Oh yeah, and do we have masks? Can we have masks?
You can have whatever you want.
Because we've got secret identity, so I'm assuming masks, and then I tried to like look for a mask, and I couldn't find a mask, and I was like, this could be difficult to like stream with a mask on, but okay, there's a cool little mask. And I think she's very sort of focused, very intense, and is probably going to pick up a nearby car. She's quite small, but she seems to have some sort of super strength ability, and she sort of picks it up, runs like a javelin, and flings it at hopefully the rhino-y figure and not the other one.
Well, this is up to you. This is a decision you made in the past. I'm not going to make you roll for this.
Okay,
so what do you think, realistically, knowing how this ends, what do you think happened?
Wait, what? No, it's perfect. My car aim is brilliant.
Great,
My
then you
car
hit the
aim is
rhino.
wonderful.
That's
yeah, I
up
hit
to
the
you.
rhino.
Great.
No, yeah, for sure I hit the rhino.
You see...
Pinnacle absolutely hits the
problem.
rhino. Yeah.
Yeah, you
yeah,
see
I'm not-
this. You see this incredible moment where you don't know how they get these shots, but they have these shots of like, and this is like, they find ways of
pictures of
getting
Pinnacle.
these.
impressive.
That it's like from the car's perspective, just like slamming into the rhino and driving him into the ground.
In the news anchor world, like these camera jobs are like so highly respected, but also kind of dangerous because occasionally cars will fall on you.
You also have to know where to put the GoPros. Like, which of these cars is gonna get smashed up and thrown at the villain?
Yes.
I think the next person up later in this combat, towards the end, the heated moment where you see Sanguine with his blood powers attempt to throw a lasso of his own blood and pull in the rhino. Shout out to Marie Moreau from Gen V. Thank you very much. And there is this moment where both the rhino and Sanguine floating by lifting his own blood in his body and making himself fly.
That's how he does it. Oh my
Right?
gosh. Of course, obviously. He
Ooh,
can
it feels weird against the skin.
They are just above like the shore of the lake. And I'm gonna throw to Pandora. What are they doing in this moment?
So you see a person, and they're wearing all black, and they're slightly floating above the ground, and around them, I say they're wearing all black, but there is this like weird aura of light that just surrounds them like an outline, and it wouldn't matter where you looked at them from whichever place you look at them, you just see the outline of them. And they're floating slightly. Their quite short hair is standing a little bit on end. Their clothes are kind of billowing out from around them.
Is that a cape?
It's not a cape. It's like a lot of baggy clothes that kind of like just float up.
No cape.
No capes. And they watch as you see these two figures fly over the lake, and it's looking like it's getting pretty tense.
This
and
is
bad.
the final throes of the battle. This could be the end for one or both of these people.
And you watch as these very dark eyes suddenly start to glow, and Horizon reaches out his hand and just pulls and separates the two figures, as Hope begins to plummet into the water.
And you watch Hope plummet into the water, and little did you know that your gravity control to force the two apart accidentally forces Hope down, sinking to the depths of Lake Superior.
The minute Hope hits, Pandora also hits the floor. Like, there were sort of pebbles rising up around them. They all fall down, and their face just, like, drops, and they're just staring out at the water.
And what do you do to attempt to salvage the situation?
Oh, I immediately try and, like, lift the water. Like, lift the giant bulb? No, sphere of water. Like, bubble. That's better than a bulb.
No, Pandora, what are you doing? And, like, water is now, like, lapping at the side of buildings and things like that.
Pinnacle is starting to run towards this disaster area.
What does it look like as you overextend yourself and spill half of Lake Superior into the streets of the city?
I think it almost feels like time. If you were looking at Pandora, it would look like they were in slow motion. Whereas the water is just everywhere. Like, they are, as they pull up this sort of giant bubble in the middle, other bits of water are getting displaced. It's almost like tides. It's almost like there's a weird gravity manipulation is clearly happening. Like, the trees are all bending in around the edges, kind of like pointing in. The rocks are all flying everywhere, like into the water, creating, like, a boulder goes in and a wave starts, like, going over the shore. And it's just chaos, but Pandora almost looks like frozen in time doing this.
And as this is happening, as chaos is shown in shots around the city, what new on the scene young superhero swoops in to save the life of a frightened young woman who is about to be swept into the lake and drowned by the currents?
Creation, or rather Margot, happened to be walking the city streets as all this is taking place and heard a massive disruption, a boom, something gigantic, and then noticed the big tsunami of Lake Superior coming her way and in the way of so many other people. And so at that moment she leaps into action using her impossible mobility, and she begins to find a place to duck and cover to change into creation. And as she emerges, she sees people screaming, she sees people pointing at the water, and she sees a hand slip below the surface. And she doesn't think, she just acts. She spreads her arms wide, creates almost a tunnel for her to descend into, and pushes the waves apart, controlling the water itself, and heads in after this young woman, and reaches out to grab her hand.
There are shots of you grabbing, pulling, reaching for this young woman, and her coughing and spluttering as her lungs empty of water. And again, you don't know how they got this shot, but they fucking did. And it's just this perfect two-shot of, like, this young woman lied out on the ground and you just above her in your superhero kind of garb, and there's like this perfect, like, serene, almost romantic, but not to the point of being gauche music playing over the top, and a voiceover begins to play, and it says, "Chaos on the streets of Superior City tonight. Hello, I'm Barbara Barada, and welcome to Superior City tonight. I am joined today by the 3 living members of Team Impact. Today we are going to explore the tragic losses of the team who unfortunately lost their leader. Sanguine was an incredible hero who unfortunately will no longer be keeping our streets safe tonight. But Team Impact has a new leader, and we will be interviewing them tonight. Welcome, Creation! And you see the studio audience applauds, and you are brought out onto this kind of talk show stage now, Creation.
I give a humble bow.
And you're sat down opposite. This is Barbara Barada. She is a very well-known journalist from Superior City. This is a show called Superior City Tonight. It is a very well-regarded journalistic show, and you know that the Strategic Homeland Defense Agency does own the network that it airs on, but that's beside the point. And you see she kind of looks up to you and says, the real heroics that you had on display on that day were, goodness, they were something else.
Oh, Barbara, please. And thank you so much, by the way, for having me on. I really can't thank you enough.
No, we can't thank you enough.
Wow. I mean, I wouldn't call it heroics. I call it just doing the right thing. You know, if I hadn't happened to be there doing my rounds, you know, who knows what would have happened, but I was there, and that's all that matters. And Miss Jennifer Smith is safe and sound.
We're so glad to hear it. Can we get an applause? Thank you so much, Creation.
Thank you.
Now,
thank you.
I hear that you have got some brand new digs off the back of this. Am I right?
You heard right, Barbara. Yeah, I'm gonna be staying with the team. And yeah, I'm gonna be rooming with my team Creation and the Impact. It's who we are now, you know.
Oh,
that's us.
A name!
That's us. Yeah.
Oh gosh. How have you found starting to lead this team of, well, you know, not the biggest team in the world. We have, you know, let's not forget about our Guardians of the Superior. Let us not forget about the League of Extraordinary Humans. But
yeah,
really,
Idols
Team Impact, up and coming stars. Now with you at the helm, tell me, how has it been?
It's been a dream come true. Taking this group of wayward heroes and helping them kind of become the best that they can be, it's been such a rewarding experience, and I think we're getting stronger and stronger day by day.
I'm so happy to hear that, aren't you all? And there's a huge round of applause. Now, I think that incidents like this show us why we need that superhero rights bill that the Senate is voting on at the end of the week. Do you not agree? We need more heroes. We need more power in the hands of the SHDA.
I absolutely agree with that statement, and I think everyone else here will as well. Am I right?
Yes! Thank you so much, Creation. Now, if you wouldn't mind sending out your teammate, I'd love to talk to that pinnacle you got back there.
I will bring them out post-haste. Thank you so much, Barbara. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
And there are applause. And Pinnacle, you are shuffled out onto the stage. Can you tell us what you look like? Are you in your like crime-fighting garb, or is this a different look?
No, I think you need consistency of branding. I think you have the superhero outfit. That is the public facing thing. Yeah. Maybe there's like a slightly like better made, cleaner version that's kept in the closet for appearances, but yeah.
Yeah, there's the one that goes out on the street, and then there's
like,
the
maybe
one
it's
for
not,
the TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinnacle, daughter of Tecto, Come on, everyone.
Wow.
Oh.
Am I still there?
You can be if you'd like.
I don't mind. Sure, I'll sit on the end of the couch, just like, yeah.
Yeah, you bring you on successively.
Very
You
Graham
just
Norton.
Yeah, I shoot Creation a bit of a look when she says, wow. I'm just like,
Wow, yeah. What a guy.
So, tell me, what is it like growing up in the shadow of one of Superior City's greatest crime fighters?
you know what? I just think I have been given so many amazing opportunities since, being brought to Superior City and supported by Tecto for all these years. I am very lucky, and I would like to think that the people of Superior City are lucky as well.
Well, I think we are. Now, tell me about that move that you executed with that car. That was something else.
Yes, so I have obviously been as well as keeping up my training, working on certain skills, developing certain moves, and taking inspiration from a lot of different sports. I don't know if you noticed the javelin influence on that particular one, but there's a lot I can learn from the great sports people of this nation.
Oh, and humble as well, isn't she, everyone? So tell me, how are you finding it settling into the SHDA headquarters? I hear you're now in the penthouse.
Yes, we got a little bit of an upgrade recently. I must say we, as a team, feel that the right setting, the right environment, the right facilities is really important for how we do our work. So we're very appreciative of the improvements made so far to allow us to just develop and advance a little bit in a more comfortable environment.
Well, it is so exciting to hear that you'll be able to harness your skills even further. Tell me about your philosophy in approaching crime fighting. Are you one of these people who are perhaps looking to drive out the criminal scourge, or are you one that believes in reform?
Well, I think I have to follow my mentor, Tecto here, to some extent, and say that, we believe that there is good in everyone, but that's not going to stop us from intervening where it really matters.
Big round of applause to everyone.
Strong words. Powerful
Very good,
words.
strong words. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'd love to bring out the one and only Snakebite! And
Wow!
the audience gives a more tepid response to you.
I'm trying to amp it up. I'm like, yeah! Woo! Yeah! Let's go!
Yeah!
I didn't
Wow!
explain the outfit previously. I like the idea that all of us have a black outfit prior to Creation joining. So walks out in what kind of looks like a motorcycle gear almost in terms of the cut and padding of it, with long bandoliers with a number of different test tubes across them. Instead of having a domino mask, it is a gas mask with tinted glass, so you can't see the face.
Cool.
And he walks onto the stage, kind of like how you would walk onto stage to like accept a diploma or something on stage, kind of stiffly and awkwardly. And he sits down on the couch and stares at Barata for a beat, stares at the audience for a beat, and then realizes that he has his mask on still. And gently kind of unhooks a clasp and removes it. He is very willing, or he is entirely able to show his face to the public, as he is somebody with who's been in the news cycle in previous years.
Now, Snakebite, you're now here's a question for you, Nathan. Are you out as Victor to the public, or are you?
I think the entire previous, because he's a reformed criminal. that event was just in the news, and you tend to... I don't know whether... it feels like when it comes to legal reporting in superhero land, if somebody with powers is convicted, they do actually have their full actual name published in the papers. It's not a protected characteristic. So it's known that his name is Victor Viperide.
I don't think that that Barbara Barada calls you Snakebite. I think she now says, "Now, Victor, your face is not an unfamiliar one to our audience. You know, it's exciting to see you attempting to turn over a new leaf today."
Yeah. He has a dark skin, fully shaved head. There is an elaborate kind of like Celtic style tattoo that is across the side of the head going down the back. He didn't. It was done for him. And a number of holes in like nose and ears that were piercings currently removed.
Ooh.
You know, he's a good boy now. Good boys don't have piercings. But yeah, in response to kind of like, oh, you know, your name is a familiar one in the news, and he just says, yeah.
I'm gonna jump in and be like, yeah, absolutely. I think that Victor here, you know, really takes that seriously and really wants to get his name back in the news, but for a good thing this time. Am I right, Victor?
As I've been doing for the last 3 years, yeah.
Absolutely. 3
Well,
years.
I know that our audience loves a redemption story. Isn't that right, folks? And there is a round of applause. There's a lot of like playing to the crowd in this. Like, now, I want to know, how do you feel about this new Superhero Rights Act? Do you believe that the SHDA and superheroes should have more authority as crime fighters and crime stoppers?
Well, if it wasn't for the SHDA, I would not be in a position to help the people of Superior City. It would be very difficult for me to find work when you have previous. So I am very grateful for the opportunity they've given me, and I would hope that they could give the opportunity to more wayward souls, I guess. Yeah.
Of course. Now, you were given the opportunity that many aren't given. You are, of course, one of the fine members of the SHDA reprievement program. What do we call it? The amnesty program. That's it. Where you are serving on Team Impact now, Creation and the Impacts.
Yeah, we did get a name change.
Your
That's true.
debt to society. Now, do you believe that reform programs like this work? Do you believe, as a former criminal yourself, that superheroes work?
Yeah. I don't know whether I should be turned to as a political mouthpiece for people of my background, but I will say that this is definitely a more rewarding line of work. What's her expression, by the by?
I'm gonna do the first roll of the game.
Ooh,
I want you to pierce the mask.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
Pierce the Mask is a superior. Let me double check that.
It is
Oh,
plus
it's mundane. Okay, that's
Mundane,
fine. I
wow,
roll that at +1.
Nice.
That is a 7 in total.
You may ask me one of the questions from the list, or whatever question you'd like.
I like the what do you intend to do, but we'll phrase that more specifically in a kind of like what are you trying to spin this conversation as?
You know better than anyone, Victor, that this is a news show broadcast on a network owned by the company that runs your team. This is for lack of a better word, a propaganda machine for superheroes and superhero rights. She is towing the party line. She wants you to tow the party line. But in the guise of a hardball question.
Yeah. So Victor finishes the thought. It was like, yeah, I think it's great that the folks at the SHDA are looking to really corner the market on helping superheroes out, people who could be superheroes, and for the people, and he looks quite pointedly at her, who are missing my deliveries, I can only say sorry.
Well, isn't that just peachy keen? Everyone, please welcome Pinnacle to this. Sorry, everyone, please welcome Pandora. Sorry, your name is Pandora.
Horizon.
Everyone, please welcome Horizon to the stage.
I don't think.
Unnerved her.
Did unnerve her.
I think if you go, if the viewer's eye goes to backstage and you just see Horizon standing there, not moving, not coming out whatsoever.
I think in your ear, Pandora, is Zan Davidson, your media coordinator, who's just like, and it's in like an earpiece, like, go, you have to go.
I can't go
Go.
out there. I don't want to go. I really don't. Please.
You have to go out there.
Can we also hear this?
No.
Oh God. Okay.
Then you hear the sound of the mic being wrestled away from someone, and a firm Russian accented woman saying, Pandora, you know what you need to do.
Walks out.
Saga.
Pandora, what's your outfit look like?
It's exactly the same outfit. They do not have many outfits. It's just all black, but it's hanging now like completely flat. And you can see that Pandora is incredibly gaunt. Like their face, it looks like they're basically the skin's being like pulled down, and they've still got this light aura of light around them. So I think in sort of alter egos, everyone knows that Pandora Porter is Horizon because Pandora's always had this like light around her. But when you see, like, now you can kind of see the actual figure underneath a little bit clearer, and it almost looks like the saturation's been turned down on a person. There's like no color in her face, and then their hair is just sort of limp and hanging. All the clothes just, you know how she doesn't feel anything, like it's just on her, and trying to make herself as small as possible.
Pandora, it's lovely to see you.
Can I try and like shoot them an encouraging look?
You want to roll comfort and support about it?
I don't know, do I? Is that...
I don't know,
No,
you could.
I haven't been paying attention to the rules. I want to help!
Don't tell them that. When you
I know all the
genuine
rules.
emotional support to someone with meaningful gestures and actions, roll plus mundane on a hit, which is 7 to 9. They hear you, they mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if they open up to you. On a 10 plus, you can also add a team to the pool or clear a condition for yourself.
I feel like it depends whether Pandora is receptive to it at this moment.
Hey, that's if you roll. That's if you roll
You
bad,
do the
I
roll.
guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
See what happens.
There's a condition I would happily take off if you get this right.
No, that was a 6. Cool.
No.
Ooh,
So,
do you have
Pandora.
influence over Pandora? Sorry. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Good rule knowing.
So, Pandora, your powers are just magnificent, don't you think?
Wow.
Um,
Are they just?
yeah, they're quite strong.
And you hear in your voice again, sit up straight. So, how have you found the transition to new leadership on the team?
Oh, creation is nice.
That's
I
great
try
to
to be.
hear. So, you must be having a hard time right now. Can you tell us a bit about how you're feeling?
am having a hard time right now.
Do you care to elaborate at all, darling?
It was just a lot. Hope just sort of plunged into the water, and I tried to save him, but it didn't. It didn't work. So
she's still grieving, Miss V.
Of course, as are we all. As are we all. Now tell me, how are you all managing your grief for your fallen leader?
I've started running.
That's great.
Exercise is good for mental health. Very, very good. So, I would also love to point out that myself, as the new leader of our team, and the SHDA, we've been ensuring that there is adequate grief counseling and support, and we really take the well-being of our supers seriously.
Yes, and I think that's a point we'd all like to emphasize, that we are so proud of the work we do, but it takes a toll. It is an incredibly dangerous profession in which you never know what's going to happen, and having the right emotional and financial support for that can be really, really important.
Even more reason for the Superhero Rights Act to empower you to make choices for yourself, and not just protect us, but protect you.
You're so right about that. You're so right about that. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Team Impact, or should I say, Creation and the Impact! And there's just a round of applause, and then there's and a PA from offside says, "We're clear!" And you see the audience starts to come out. Barbara's face falls. You couldn't have given me more, kid?
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, amateur hour. They let anyone in. And she just kind of walks off, and you're all left on this stage by yourselves.
I wouldn't sweat it, Pan. She's just heading off to a nose candy appointment. I know her well enough.
Right. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, fine.
I'll get up and dust off. Oh, I don't think I mentioned my super suit. Yeah, very spandex, very like body fitting. It's a classic, you know. Like I think like maybe an element of like the classic like Marvel superhero. Like how has she got that much of an ass? You know, like what is going on there? How is she wearing heels? Wow.
What color
she's
is
doing
it?
so much running. It's a combination of like blue, green, red, and purple, I guess, like just like elemental colors all like
so the
splashed
only
together.
one not in black. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
so
very
accurate.
flashy suit. Yeah, it's
I
very
like
flashy.
how you guys are all movie X-Men and Pinnacle is comics X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's been graphically designed, pinpointed, like you know, Vera Wanged, that kind of thing. I don't know.
Squeaks
Fun
like a new
fact,
suit.
Vera Wang made my graduation robes from my uni.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They was
Wow, that's
designed by
really
Vera Wang.
Thank you, Vera. Unless you're bad, in which case,
I
We
don't know
don't
anything
know.
about Vera
Obviously
Wang. She just
not.
designed the robes for King's College London. There you go.
That's really
Such a design range in a robe. Yeah. Can we look? What are we doing after this? Because if I had to sit in that green room for that long, then go do the show, and then immediately go back and do like training or whatever, I'm gonna scream. So are we gonna?
Well, we will be heading back to. Is it a tower?
it's a
Is that what
tower.
we're
The SHDA tower.
Cool. Yeah, we'll be heading back to the tower. We have got a bit of orientation, some things to go through, and then there will be training, actually.
It's 7 p.m.
I want us to go for a run.
Well, you can do that when you're training.
Okay. On my own?
Orienteering.
No,
At 7
it's all of
p.m.
us.
Of course we fucking are. He gets up.
As you get up, you see two people kind of walking towards you. You recognize these as the two voices from your earpiece, Pandora. and you would recognize as Zan, your media coordinator, and Anna. And I have to look at it to pronounce it.
You wrote this down.
Japanese.
Japanese. I did that for a specific reason. I have the power to not do it. Anna Dripyeznik, who are your media coordinator and your crime fighting coordinators. And you see Zan very animatedly. They're like, you know, you guys did really well out there.
Don't sugarcoat it, mate.
Look, it could have been worse.
Yeah.
Hey,
And it has been.
Yeah, no.
after the week you've had.
Yeah. Look, we apparently have orienteering, and I'm not going to do an hour-long talk in a motorcycle jacket, so if you will excuse me.
That's not what that is.
Excuse me, there has been a change of plan. You will no longer be training, we have mission.
Tonight.
Right now.
Tonight, in about 20 minutes, we are going to hit a place, a warehouse downtown.
All right.
Hit it to do what? Madam.
Does it matter?
I suppose
Clear
not.
it of criminals.
Got it. Yep.
And Zan's like, you know, it's important because, you know, we have to we're on an apology tour and we got to clear Victor's name a bit. You know, Victor's really dragging us down in the polls right now. And so
Victor's not hot right now.
We're arranging, actually, we're doing a hit on the Yellow Brick Road tonight. So we're gonna take down some of their people. So, you know, great opportunity to like shift the narrative. You know, your old crime buddies. We're gonna take them down. Yes, and we will shoot the bad guys. Blah blah blah. We go.
So Victor has mocked afraid.
So fair.
Do I have to go?
Yes, you have to go, Pandora.
Yeah, it's gonna be alright, Pan. We got it. So this gesturing to the outfit. There's nothing in these right now because you know it's a TV. So he opens one of the vials and kind of makes a gesture, pouring it onto the ground. There's nothing in there. I need supplies to work.
Why don't you go read Miss Barata's dressing room? I'm sure there will be plenty of drugs in the den of criminals.
That's fair, actually. That's a fair point.
Good point on both accounts. Miss Barata then turns.
Incredible. They're going to want to whisk you away momentarily, but I think you guys have like 5 minutes to do any kind of like interactions you'd like right now.
I'll just turn to Creation and say, so your first leadership job that's not just on TV, how are you feeling?
Oh, feeling good. Ready to go, raring to go. Yeah, I think just as long as we kind of stick to what we've discussed and the training we've had already, we should be fine. And what's important is that we have each other's backs. Am I right, everyone? She's gonna put like a hand in for everyone to do a thing, and then she realizes that Victor's gone, and then she's like, "Oh shit, okay, we'll do that another time."
You know the cameras aren't rolling anymore.
I know that absolutely, and because this is a team, and we should be a team on and off camera. So
I'm looking forward to seeing this new team put to the test.
As am I. We're gonna do great, aren't we, Pandora?
Yeah, I just you okay with me, you know, coming on a mission after everything?
Of course she is. You're in the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you could just kind of, you know, keep a bit of a lid on it, you know, like just kind of rein it in a bit, you know.
Yeah,
that would be great.
I can do that. I can.
Unless
I don't
we
want to end up
need
at the
you.
bottom of Lake Superior, you know.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's all good. If I went down to the bottom of Lake Superior, I could get out because of my water power, so it is fine. You don't have to worry about that. So
Right, it's just
all
when
good.
if it's gravity, it wouldn't really matter because I would just be pulling you
We're
down
all
and down and
good
down and down
now.
and
We're
down.
all good.
And
'Cause
it
then I
wouldn't
could
really
make, like, a
matter if you
tunnel,
move the water because it would basically
so that
crush you.
the air
because
could get down
it's just-
into me.
Right, I
so
don't
it,
think
like,
it
Okay,
would
so
because
she
I'd crush your
didn't have
arm.
any cocaine, but
Yep.
I do have 3 bottles of red, so that should probably be fine.
Nice.
All right.
do
Great,
this.
let's get you to
Go.
the jet. Come on. And you see Anna just kind of scurries you away, but he's going to pull Pandora aside as the rest of you head over to the jet. And kind of, as she grabs you by the arm and physically pulls you to the side, what do you look like? What's the expression on your face right now?
Sheer terror, but trying to hide it. She is trying to sort of put on some happy smiley face, but they are terrified. Pure, like it looks like a toddler being scared of. What's the thing? No, maybe not toddler, but like a young child looking terrified, like a school teacher that they're scared of.
Now, Pandora, we are not at school anymore. I am no longer your headmistress. You are no longer my pupil. You know
Yes,
this,
madame.
yes?
Yes, madame.
I am merely your crime-fighting coordinator.
Yes.
Now, you must understand that I need you to do a very important job for me, okay?
Okay.
You must keep an eye on the team, okay? If
Me-
they are
me?
going to get out of line or do something that may jeopardize the company or whatever else it may be, you are to tell me, okay?
Yes, madame. Of course.
Of course. Go on then.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. And you all find yourself in
Can I
this.
have one brief chat with Victor as we're walking there?
Of course, go
Just
for
quietly, quietly.
Yeah, we're on the way to the. He's like
we're
in the
walking.
process of actually quite skillfully. Clearly, he has some maybe even chemist's experience in decanting the wine into these vials across these bandoliers.
So, what do you reckon the chances are she fucks this up entirely?
Hey, well, to be honest, I think this is going to be a little bit of a shock to the system. For these, the Brick ain't really people to be taken lightly. I mean, best case scenario, I don't have to go and speak to any old colleagues, and this is over quickly. Worst case scenario, we get a new boss.
First and last mission. Well, fingers crossed, eh?
Some people want to
You're
speed
both-
run being superheroes in it.
If you're both happy with this, I am walking up ahead, like, straight, looking very, like, in charge. I do have supernatural senses.
Oh no.
Great. I have no issues with this.
Oh, I knew you knew.
PvP. F1, let's go.
Yeah, no, she'll turn about and, like, she's like, like several feet ahead of you, like 15 feet ahead of you, and she'll just be like, I can hear from here that you are not coming quickly enough. Let's pick up the pace, shall we? I hear everything you're doing. Turns back, keeps walking.
I'm fully
You
aware.
head into the. Oh, sorry.
What did you say?
I'm fully aware.
You head into the jet that is kind of parked on this helipad outside the studio. And as you kind of all pile in, it takes off. It's one of those, like, I don't know what the word is for it, but you know the ones that are kind of like a helicopter, a fighter, a jet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it goes up.
Cool.
Doesn't need. It can do a
ships.
vertical takeoff.
What are those then?
There is a word for them, and I cannot recall.
Heliplane.
Heliplane. Yeah, exactly.
It should be.
Hoverjet.
Aerocopter.
Hoverjet.
Yeah.
And this one is a special SHDA developed technology. It is silent as the night. It is like super stealth. It's like Vanta Black basically. So like you can't see this thing for love nor money. You kind of all come up and are moving across the city towards your destination. As you're in the jet, it's kind of like that classic like red light thing where you're about to go on a mission. I'm just curious, Creation, your phone pings, and I'm curious what the name of your like this world's version of TikTok account is called.
So is this my... So I think I have two phones, at least. One is Creation phone and one is my Margot phone.
It's your Margot phone.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I have an alt account that is just like Pinnacle Fangirl 69 or something.
Is that what it says? Yeah.
But if it's my main account, then it'll just be like Margot Kelly Rights or something silly.
I think you're getting pings on the Pinnacle Fangirl, and it's like all clips of the newscast from tonight, and people are sending them to you, like ready for you to turn into your next edit, shall we say.
I'm going to like stuff that back into my suit, and I'll be like, I'm just gonna go freshen up. And it's gonna head to the bathroom. I assume there's a bathroom.
Yeah. There could be a bathroom.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. She heads in. She turns and locks the door behind it. Click, and then immediately has a panic attack.
Do you accidentally click on one of the videos that you've released, and it's like just blaring like, I don't know, K-pop music?
I think absolutely. I think she'll do that after she has her little bit of a panic. She'll have a look then. Initially, I think she's kind of like just like deep breathing, and she's like doing the whole like, okay, 5 things I can feel. Okay, this and this, and then 4 things I can see, and then and then splashing water in her face, and it's like, okay, Margot, it's okay. Okay, it's fine. You're doing your best. You're doing fine. This is fine. Let's just look at your phone. Just take a look at your phone, and oh no, it's that account. Oh, why didn't I log out of that account? K-pop music. Oh, I love this. Oh no, don't sing along. God. Yeah, she just looks through it. She's like, oh, cool. I love. Oh yeah, we got Snake Bite Fangirly. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're so
Concern.
I love their work. I love their work.
You get a message from like, yeah, Snake Girl.
With a U.
Snake Girl 420 or something.
Oh,
And it's
absolutely.
like,
Definitely. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh my God, did you see tonight's news broadcast? Snakebite looks so cute. What did you think of Pinnacle? Question mark. Heart.
She says she thinks to herself, I've got to delete this account. This is weird. This is so weird. So weird. Whew, okay. And we'll text back. It was such a great show. Yeah, Pinnacle was at her peak. Haha.
Mountain emoji.
What did you think of that new leader, though? Question mark. Smiley face, question mark. Heart eye emoji, question mark.
LOL. So boring.
I knew it was coming.
I'm sorry.
No, absolutely. No, you're so
You
right.
just
no, you're so
teed
right for
me
that. You're so
up
real.
to, like,
no, you're
no.
so real for that. Absolutely. Yeah, she kind of like reads, and then her face kind of drops, and she's like, Okay. Don't panic. No, it's fine. It's just like first impressions. Not everyone's gonna like you. It's okay. Oh God. Okay.
Such a shill. LOL.
She throws up a little bit. LMAO. So true. Like, get a personality. Am I right?
Ha ha ha. This is the most like early 2000s, like early 2010s texting. Like any Gen Z is gonna watch this and be like, wow, that's a couple of millennials.
It's looped back.
Sure.
We're in the
Yeah.
future, and this style of typing is cool again now.
2024, it's all come round, yeah.
It's like
BRB,
how
GTG,
boomers.
like-
Oh,
God.
good. That's really funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna like make sure this account is like hidden and notifications don't pop up on the screen. Like it's like you have a notification from TikTok or whatever. But it
That's
doesn't say what it
good
says.
because that's something I could have used against you.
Yeah, she's going to like, calm herself down, regain composure. Just like, okay, you are a strong, powerful woman, and you are so super, and you're fun, and you're not boring. But if you were a bit, we could maybe just like amp it up a notch, So there's room for improvement. Okay, let's go. Come on, let's go.
What do they see? What do the rest of the team see as you step out of the bathroom?
She's actively more amped up and trying to be more fun. So she's like, "Hey team, how's it going? All right, how are we feeling about taking on this warehouse? Huh? How's it going? How are we feeling?"
Pandora is looking out the window, doing that thing where you're imagining you're in like a sad music video. Just like not paying attention to anyone.
Well,
All right.
Yeah. Can I make a request?
Yeah.
Yeah, no deaths.
Cool. Well, that's not up to me. I mean, I'll jump in and I've got your back, But
Yeah.
not our deaths.
I mean, in general.
Oh.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I thought you would have said no killing, because that's sure. Yeah. No, we can absolutely. I mean, I don't tend to kill people myself. Even when I was going solo, I'm not a killer.
Maybe I should stay here.
Victor immediately realizing that this is not really a topic to kind of come up, but also, hey, Pan, why don't you offer like support? You don't need to be frontline this time if you don't want to. We might need, extraction, and you can like pull us backwards and stuff.
I don't think I should be pulling you
It's
anywhere.
to be honest, I think my body can take it.
We've
Right, it's
done
just the
this
crushing and the gravitational.
Think of all the times we've done this kind of thing before. This is an easy job for us. This is what we do. We've got loads of experience together as a team. Oh, I don't know about you, Creation, whether you have done much of this.
Team
kind
of
of
one, unfortunately, beforehand. But I've had some team ups. Big Boy,
No.
Big Boy Man. Yeah, teamed up with him at one point.
Big Boy Man is so good. I'm absolutely bringing them back.
I cannot say that I
Man.
have seen your team up with Big Boy Man.
Oh, such a shame. It was all everywhere on the socials.
Right.
Yeah, it was big.
No.
Big Boy Man.
Yeah. Can't. So, unfortunately, while I did have an account on Kronos, which I've decided is what the TikTok is.
Nice.
There is
Very good, very
like
good.
it.
A superhero named Kronos, like media
Yeah,
mogul,
founded-
tech bro, idiot,
Yeah.
Very
made
incredible.
a social media app named after himself because,
Sick.
turns out that once my account got, verified, once I became a known super in SHDA, was like, if you're going to have an account, and it has to be a verified one. And then the admins of Kronos said, you have a previous criminal history, you can't have an account here. So I haven't seen your team up on Kronos. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Oh, you know what we can do actually? I'm verified. I've got creation, just creation. I'm pretty proud of that one. So if we all get together and we can go and we can just kind of first mission, you know, like do that together and then put that up on TikTok.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Zan is just like really hyped about this.
Yeah. Okay, come on, everyone, get in. Come on. Oh, Zan, will you take it? Actually.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, and they take the phone and they're like holding it up.
Take out the wrong one, then go. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And they just kind of hold up the phone and like, okay, we're rolling.
Hey everyone, it is Creation and the Impact heading out to our first mission. We are so looking forward to taking down those baddies. And you know who else are baddies? Me and my team! But not like in a negative hero way, not like in a villain way. You know what I mean? Ha! Yeah!
At that point, Horizon just starts hyperventilating as you say we're baddies. It's just like...
No, baddies is in, we're hot. Okay, thank you, member, to stay super.
Victor was like smiling quite, like put the face on and was smiling very genuinely and affably throughout the entire reel. And then the moment you said, but we're not like villains, he immediately like eyes widen and stares at you like, why would you say that?
We are not villains. Never have been, never will be. Hell yeah.
Hey, Zan, have you considered hiring an additional social media manager?
You know, we considered it, but thing is like this team costs a lot. I know you haven't had a pay rise, but like the team in general costs a lot more now since you guys got the kind of the promotion. So like we can't really like, you know, creation's a bit expensive, you know. So
we're all in triple figures. I mean, come on, that's a lot.
So like,
right, okay. I see.
Anyways, we are getting close to the mission. Let's stay focused on that.
Yeah, stay focused.
Please, Mark. Angry.
You're angry.
Yeah. What do you mean I'm being I haven't got a pay rise because I'm not being paid. I think on that, he sits down in the seat, pops the lid off one of the test tubes of wine and makes like little globules of it rise out and starts kind of making them move in a circle like a fidget. Just to distract himself with something else to do.
Amazing. You see the jet starts to slow and hover in place, and you are all kind of, you see a screen kind of pops up on the side showing you like blueprints of the warehouse. It's kind of a flat open space with like an office area up the top, like shelving of lots of different things, and you see Anna's like, so, your plan for the mission is this. If you take out the goons, there are goons that go back and forth like this, and shows you the different, like, there are three just goons. They seem to have like assault rifles, that sort of thing. Classic goon. And you see up the top is highlighted a computer system. It's like, so you take out there is the boss up there, but what we need you to retrieve is the computer system. Now that computer system could have valuable information that could expose the rest of the network of criminals. So you could be responsible for bringing down the entire Yellow Brick Road with one strike. So
wow, it's big.
Can I hear a go team?
Go team. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You should be fine. All right. That we've got camera team info. Let Zan do this. Sorry. We've got a camera team that are kind of ready and waiting for you after the hit. So once you've kind of got all the good crime fighting out the way, come out with your goons all tied up, and We'll show them off to the camera.
Do we have an extraction point for the computer system?
Oh, I reckon just hit everyone and then get it and bring it to me or Anna. Yes, bring it to me, please.
Okay, I'm glad you're secure enough as one person to hold on to. You know what? Never mind.
They know what they're doing. It's fine. It's fine.
The hatch of the jet opens and lowers. You are hovering probably about like 100 feet off the ground above the warehouse.
Can I, Zach, if you don't mind? I think I'm going to walk up to the hatch, turn around to you guys and be like, let's do it. And then I jump and then just jump down.
Incredible.
Yeah. And I use my wind powers to fly and lower myself.
Very good.
Horizon looks
Stealthily,
out and
I'd
is very
presume.
tempted to just be like, poof, but doesn't do anything to creation. She jumps out.
God.
She's like, doesn't matter if you can fly if gravity's pulling you to the ground. In their head.
It's all good. It's all good. It's not like you ever hurt me before. It's all good. Whatever.
How do the rest of you get down to the ground?
Quite similar. Some of the wine kind of moves into like discs and crystallizes in the air, and then he kind of like steps on an invisible staircase down towards the roof of one of the buildings.
That's so cool.
It's a shame that like you could have like had like a Karen character, like as in like she should like a Karen or like a wine mum. Oh, that would have been a good. Yeah, that would be fun.
Hey, make that joke in front of Victor. I dare you.
Classic wine mum.
Pinnacle.
Yeah.
Pinnacle does a series of leaps, so it's not just straight down, but it's sort of parkouring off things sideways.
Horizon creates like a shaft.
Before you jump off the plane, Horizon, Anna pulls you to the side and says, "Do not let them read what is on the computer."
Right.
Understood?
Sure. Okay. I'll get
Understood.
Understood. Yes, thank you, madam.
Yes, what?
Yes, madam.
Good. Pushes you.
Hasn't done the gravity bit yet, and is suddenly like, woo, and has to like very quickly create the lighter gravity, less gravity. What? What's the word?
Yeah,
Maybe
like
less
reduced gravity,
Yeah.
sure.
Less
It
gravity.
reduces the gravity of
Yes.
like that shaft, so she just sort of floats down.
And you all touch down relatively silently out front of this warehouse. There are large kind of hangar doors. There is a more standard, like just normal door. What are you guys doing?
Okay, so
Are the goons walking back and forth on the inside or the outside?
They are walking back and forth on the inside. You have not landed in the middle of a firefight.
With
Are they like going over to one section, going like, "Huh, must have been my imagination."
what is that noise?
I thought I heard a
Must have been the
sound.
wind. Yeah,
Must have been the wind.
must have been the wind. I think Victor, you start to say something, right? And then I think creation will, if you're comfortable with it, creation will interrupt.
Yeah, we should probably, or at least I need to make sure.
I mean, if you you can remember from the blueprints that we saw that there is an entrance, it's like a skylight entrance, which is, classic mistake, classic goons. So we can drop in there, should be able to ascend quite quietly, and then spread out, take them by surprise.
We're gonna need to, if we're gonna be going bigger than this, I'm gonna need to secure something stronger than what I've got on me.
Victor, do you have... Could I get you to roll assess the situation?
Absolutely, I would love to roll assess the situation, which is plus superior. That is flat for me. That is a 7.
Okay, so you get to take ask one question of me, and I'll give you some information as well.
Yeah. Give me who here is most vulnerable to me?
In what way?
So, I kind of want to... It's very difficult to explain how this power works, like, in narration, so we're going to kind of get one of those, like, square boxes that's, like, inner thoughts of explaining through.
Yes.
And Victor thinks something along the lines of, so, the way my powers are, unfortunately, a circumstance where the stronger the poison, the better I can handle it to manipulate it to do things. But that's relative. It's what they think is poison. So, alcohol does an all right, but against an alcoholic, not going to do too much. And these guys are some of the hardest drinking I know. So I'm definitely going to need to find something stronger if we're going to get real work done. And he kind of like takes a look through the chain link fence at seeing the people be patrolling around outside. Who here is most vulnerable to me?
I think they're the goons in general. Again, there are 3 goons kind of in this place. The goons in general are most vulnerable to you because where they are walking up and down has stores of cocaine and heroin, and it would be very easy for you to aerosolize that cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. He says in Sotto, so under his breath, but y'all can hear. It's not like he's keeping it to himself. Sorry, Tinkerbell, Smee and Hook, but I guess this is going to be it for you. All right.
Unleash your power.
Roll plus freak, which is a +1. And because I am using some information on hand, I get a bonus +1 to act on it. That was a terrible roll. No. That was a 3. Plus freak is a 4. Plus +1 is a 5. So it's still a failure.
Boo.
Okay.
I do mark experience potential for failing a roll. So
Nice.
that's
Good. Yes, fail upwards. Now, as you are doing this, you kind of see how would this have looked had it worked?
I think this would have been a pointing at like one of the crates and a bunch of tiny holes kind of burst out like shots being fired from the inside, and then just a hiss and a mist of aerosolized drugs in the area.
Your powers don't. Your powers are harder to work, I feel, on like the smaller you get it. Like if you had a giant vat of wine, it would be so easy.
So easy.
There's so much potential.
Microparticles,
If you want to control,
hard to control.
On that small level, it's very difficult. So what you unfortunately do is burst this box of cocaine open, and in doing so, it throws these barn doors open. You are all stood out, exposed, and I need you, Victor, to take a powerful blow.
I do hiss at you like, what do you think you're doing? This is not part of my plan.
You know what? Fuck your plan. No, sorry. We'll put a pause on that. That might be what I say. We'll see how I handle this. Take a powerful blow roll.
Yeah, well, let's see. You don't know what's about to happen.
Oh no! So for the folks listening, take a powerful blow works in reverse. You want to roll low on take a powerful blow rather than rolling high. You roll plus conditions. I rolled an 8. I have 2 conditions, so that is a 10. So
let me just
come on
let me just describe to you what this is first. You all see this happen. The doors kind of flow open. There's kind of cocaine flying in chunks everywhere, but it's not enough to knock out the it's not enough to knock out the goons. And as this happens, there's kind of this split second where you all feel this air whoosh, and then suddenly, Victor, you feel something connect with your face and uppercut you like mad, and you fly back dramatically as you see Rumpelstiltskin, your old compatriot, morph out of invisibility from the fist upwards.
Cool.
To the floor, like spits blood dramatically off the floor of being clocked in the jaw. In terms of responding to the blow, I will choose 2 from the 7 to 9 list. I lash out verbally, provoking a teammate to foolhardy action. And I will give ground. My opposition gets an opportunity. So upon creation saying, this isn't part of the plan, spits blood on the ground. You know what? Fuck your plan.
Fuck
Rumpelstiltskin.
my plan? I'll show you my plan, and then I'll jump in full hardy action, right?
Ooh.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And you see Rumpelstiltskin just goes, ah, good to see you, Victor. And vanishes again. So, what is happening next? The goons very much know you're there. You see two of them start arming their weapons, but one of them seems to be running up to that office area that you need to get to. So, I'm gonna throw this to you guys. I think Victor, I think that you're kind of engaged in this moment. What are the rest of you doing?
Can I try and turn off gravity on the staircase as they're running up, so they just go into the roof rather than up the staircase?
Oh,
And do I
yes.
have to charge my powers to do like a burn?
No,
thing on this, or can I just
you
unleash
can
my powers?
unleash your powers. I think the burn is something specific. Do me a favor and look up how that works after your.
Well, I was reading it, and it's sort of whenever I do, like, you know, I can add burn to my powers, so I can do unleash your powers like normal. But then, for example, I can put out a tremendous display of might, spend one burn to awe an audience into silence, etc.
You might as well roll for burn now.
So yeah, shall I
Yes.
charge up my powers and then go, and then I can do it?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
do that.
So, it was very bad. I think it's a miss. Hang on, because it's roll plus my conditions. I rolled a 3, and I have 3 conditions, so it's a 6.
6.
So I hold 2 burn and mark 3 conditions.
How many conditions you got?
I've got 3, and there's only 2 more, so I'm out. I'm done. That's it.
We're not gonna. I'm just gonna say, for the purposes of you not immediately leaving the fight, I think you've got 1 condition. We'll just say you are taking them all on, and if you get hit once more,
Take hopeless.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take hopeless.
Yeah. Tell us about the conditions that you take. What conditions do you already have?
Okay,
What
so the
conditions are
3
you going
that
to take?
Pandora already has, I'll go in order of how I decided that they had them. So the first one was guilty. I think we've all established why. I think that was clear in the first
Oh yeah,
scene.
we can see that.
Yeah. Second, insecure. So worried they don't know how to fully channel their powers anymore. Like well, not necessarily ever, but they've lost all sense of confidence. And then I also took afraid, because they are slightly scared of themselves. And also when we were starting, we were about to go on telly, and Pandora does not want to do that. So yes, and now I've just taken hopeless because. Well, it was hopeless or angry, and I don't think Pandora's angry at the moment. I think they're a little bit. Oof.
Oh goodness! And you'd mark 2 burn, is that right?
Yes, I've got 2 burns.
So what does this physically look like? What do we see as you charge your powers? But
think-
somehow it goes wrong.
I think when Pandora, well, Horizon, I guess at this point, begins to. Sorry, there was a massively loud crash from above me.
Oh.
Oh no!
I don't know why I'm looking up.
No, it's fine. Okay. I think maybe someone was doing weightlifting in the flat above mine. Oh, that was very scary. And now I am
Didn't
afraid.
even hear it.
And so Horizon always starts to like lift up a little bit, and you see their hair starts to sort of, instead of being like hanging limply on their face, it starts to like spread out. Their clothes start to billow. They suddenly look more like a full person because they are so sort of invisible when they're there. The light around them kind of increases in size, and when they do like unleash their powers, that's when their eyes kind of turn into this like bright white light. But I think they sort of see the person going up to the office and start to like prepare to do and to fling them up to the ceiling, and then they maybe like catch sight of the computer and suddenly think, oh, maybe I should be going for the computer, maybe I shouldn't be worrying about them, maybe I should just go that way. And it kind of like sends their mind. They're like, what if I get this wrong? And then so they still get some of their powers, but they're not fully, they're not in their final form.
Very good. I wonder if maybe like the building starts to like squeeze in on itself, like you've accidentally gone too big, and it's like, and you hear like
love that.
steel beams bending, and the
Right.
building gets a bit more rickety.
Yes. Yeah. And
Incredible.
so they pull back a bit, but then still manage to hopefully fling the person up.
Give it
Maybe.
a try.
Let's try.
Unleash your powers for me.
Plus freak, isn't it? Okay. Plus.
Or
oh,
actually,
plus-
is this directly engage a threat? I think this is directly engage a threat.
Yeah, you're not unleashing, right?
yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, for her that is.
Yeah, directly
so plus
engage a
danger. It's the same. Either way, it's an 8.
Okay.
threat. 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can essentially do what you like on this. So tell me what this looks like.
I think as they're running, so are the stairs like at the side, like leading up to
Yeah,
this
so at the
floor
back
kind
of the
thing?
building. If you're at the
Yeah.
front of the building, this is where the stairs are.
Yeah, I think Horizon kind of almost like flies forwards slightly, reaches their hand out, and then just sort of flicks it upwards. And as they do, you see the goon running up the stairs suddenly just lose their footing, and then suddenly they're just up in the ceiling.
Yeah,
and
incredible,
Like,
just
they're just
floating
stuck,
on
like
the ceiling.
pinned to the ceiling, basically.
Incredible. I love that. Pinnacle, what's happening?
So, sort of simultaneously with that, I think at that moment where this random baddie punches Victor and then disappears again, I think I'm going to try and use my sort of superhuman physique to sort of lunge at and sweep the place where they just were, and try and count on being faster than them and try and grab. So if I get hold.
Directly engage a threat for me.
Okay. Definitely no.
Off the top of my head, do I have,
Do
Nathan, do I have the ability to just say that you need to subtract something like disadvantage, advantage? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
don't think I do.
It's largely it's just instances where you're just like, hey, take a powerful
Oh.
blow if you fail this roll. That's just a thing you
True.
can
Sorry.
call for.
I
Oh,
just realised I didn't -2 from my condition of afraid,
Ah.
which I should have done to directly
It's
engage
okay.
a threat. So
we
I wouldn't have
will
made it.
we will overlook that for now. That's
Okay.
happened.
I
I
got
guess you can have them mark a condition and then follow up with the roll. Maybe, I don't know. Apologies. Shani, yeah?
I got an 8.
You got an 8. Okay, incredible. That is pretty effective. Describe to me what this looks like and in what way do you connect with this invisible person and how can you tell?
Were they wearing loose clothing or?
No,
spandexy?
a tight bodysuit.
Nice. So I think there's just a sort of like superhuman speed leap forward. It's kind of swipey, sort of connect, not hard because I didn't know where they were. And then as soon as I feel something, go for a grab and try and grab some bit of them. And I'm just trying to hold them so that we know where they are.
Incredible.
I'm not punching. I'm holding.
Yeah, you've got a hold of them. You're directly engaging that threat. Very, very well done. What have we got with creation?
So I think following the lashing out verbally, creation has foolhardily charged in. And I think she's trying to prove herself. She's like, I'm in charge, okay. And she's going to jump down and like, she's like across from the like boss's like office, I think. She lands on a box, right? And then she shouts, she calls into the boss guy, who I assume is like behind a desk and is stroking a cat or something stupid. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll describe. I'll
she's-
let you finish and then we'll describe. I'll describe.
Cool. She like does a 3-point superhero land on the box and she's like, hey, you ever seen a heroine on heroin?
So, Nathan, could you describe Oberon for me?
Oh, so Oberon is a slab of a man, and proud of it. And as a result, he's in a shirt that is open one button too far, but it is sheer, so it doesn't really matter. It's just to maintain the silhouette. He has a whole like tapestry of like medieval fairy tale tattoos across of his entire chest. He, you know, like those depictions of King Arthur where they have like a hood That if you would have the hood on if you're wearing a knight's helmet, but the helmet is removed. But he's just kind of wearing the hood on top, like a cowl. Yeah. And and very very expensive Italian tailoring trousers, leather shoes, and has a lot of like apple and butterfly motifs across a lot of his stuff. There's a literal golden apple like on his desk, for example, and things like that.
You see he is guarding this computer system closely, looks at you and says, "That wasn't even a good one."
Well, sometimes we work with what we've got, you know? And it's gonna...
The surprise you gained, what are you doing?
She is going to directly engage a threat, I guess, if that's okay with you. She runs in and she's going to pick up that golden apple and throw it at his face to distract him and then dive in.
Incredible. Do it.
Cool. All right. This is the first roll I've got, plus danger. Oh, bad. Plus danger, so that is just a 5, because she's got nothing in danger, because she's just a little baby.
Take a powerful blow.
Right, so I rolled
plus
2d6
conditions.
Plus my condition, so it's just one of them. So, oh, for God's sake, 5 and a 6 on the dice, plus 1, it's a 12.
We're rolling the wrong way round.
So cool. Amazing.
So let me see. What is this? You must remove yourself from the situation, flee, pass out, etc. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Oh no! So I'll give you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you one of these, and you can choose the other one. You're gonna lose control of your powers or yourself in a terrible way. And then you can choose another one, but let me narrate what form this takes.
Sure.
How do you attempt to you're attempting to throw the apple, is that right?
Yeah, throw an apple in his face and like go in for like, she's very fast, she's very like, she's able to like kind of get jabs in like
incredible. So you are hitting nothing but air as you hear a bamf as suddenly Oberon is gone, and then above you hear pff, and a knee drops on your head, and you are smashed into the ground. Oberon's a teleporter. So, how do your powers, how do you lose control of your powers, and what other option are you going to take out? You can lash out verbally, or you can give ground, or you can struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Okay, so I think she has something to prove big time. So if she can, she'll lose control a little bit. As in, she's like, her face is like pressed into the ground, I assume. And she's just like, come on, not now, please. And like, her control of like the earth makes the earth around her start to tremor, and because she's struggling and the earth is kind of like going along with her, and like a semi like earthquake is starting to happen.
You know how the building was like kind of unstable from Pinnacle? It's getting further. Like this building looks like it's not going to last long. It's not going to take another one of these.
Hannah, I think she's going to like struggle out like, you might want to rethink this, or there'll be no warehouse for you to save.
This is bigger than you, kid. You don't want to get involved.
That's what you think. And she's going to struggle past the pain. Mark 2 conditions.
We're taking
she is
all the
definitely, she is afraid and she's guilty. She's not doing a good job at all at being a leader. That's what she's gonna do, and then she's gonna let me see if her powers are freaking out. She's gonna like use like her kind of fire and like heat powers to maybe like if there's like metal above this guy, it's gonna start making it kind of like
there's rafters, so
down.
like blob down. Oh, I love that. That's really good. I'm gonna ask for you to unleash your powers on this rather than directly engage a threat, because there's a bit of a different usage here.
I'll try my best. Okay, I'm not very freaky. Oh my god. Okay. That is a 6 and then a 1. So that's a 7 at least.
Hey,
Oh, no.
that kind
Oh.
of works. That
No,
does.
I have a -1 to freak.
Oh,
I'm not a little freak. I'm a mundane little baby.
Mundane
true,
baby.
you are.
I'm mundane.
So you find as you unleash your powers that you've done this too much.
Do it.
This is you start to melt these steel beams that are supporting this structure. And as you do, there is this moment where you know the building's coming down. He knows the building's coming down. And you're both gonna run for the computer.
Okay.
Well, I assume anyways. I assume you're both gonna run for the computer. Are you gonna run for the computer?
I'm happy for anyone else to jump in if anyone else has anything they want to do.
Yeah.
but
Is
I
anyone
will
else
eventually.
going to attempt to engage in this as they kind of they've seen that there's some kind of conflict happening. You're engaged with Rumpelstiltskin outside Victor, as are you, Pinnacle, and Pandora.
Yeah.
So, are any of you...
I think upon seeing the building shake and start to crumble, and with this new, seeing maybe the top of the metal of the top of the building start to heat up and glow
Starts to
red
cave.
with the heat, Victor goes, "No, absolutely not," and aware that there is a threat in immediate space, tries to run past into the compound and wants to. Since there's still a large amount of drugs that have been strewn around this place, try to collect them together and get them to shore up the building.
Very good. Unleash your powers.
That's cool.
Come
I
on.
roll that at
come on,
freak. I do
come
not have
on.
any debuffs to that. I have no way to push it if it's Okay, that's good. That's an 8 + 1 for 9. We don't get to 10, but still.
Hey, so I think that actively works for you. What does this look like?
So we see we kind of see the strewn powders of the drugs across the floor coalesce and then surge towards the building, kind of entwining itself in the metal rebar that makes up the frame of the
Very
thing.
good.
And then my chemical knowledge of how the chemical composition of it is beyond my knowledge. But it like crystallizes. It kind of changes state and hardens to try and hold it in place.
Incredible. Is this the equivalent? And I apologize to hearken to D&D. Do you think this is the equivalent of like a concentration spell for you, of where if you are not actively maintaining this is gonna go?
Well, since I rolled 7 to 9, I can either choose to mark a condition, or the GM will tell me how the effect is unstable or temporary, and I'm going to pick you decide how it's unstable or temporary. So if you want it to be a concentration effect,
I think it's concentration. I think you're going to have to spend some time concentrating on this.
oh yeah,
I think that's reasonable. I'm gonna go to Pandora and Pinnacle. Pinnacle, you are engaged with someone who is fighting you. Pandora, you are manipulating gravity. What are either of you doing now?
I think I am, busy with someone, and I'm seeing creation potentially fuck up.
Yes.
And I'm also seeing, like, the thing we're trying to do at risk.
Yeah.
And I'm justifying it to myself that I need to go and help. But, like, I cannot resist, like, trying to step in to that situation. So I'm just going to, like, fling Rumpelstiltskin aside. Not that, I'm, like, not taking care that they're not coming back again. I'm just like, I'm not interested in you
There they
anymore.
go. Yep. Fair enough.
And I'm gonna head up to the office.
Okay.
Did I see Oberon jump?
I don't think you saw the specifics. I think you see there is a conflict, and I think you, see that the building is unstable, and you see that there is this split-second moment where it looks like there's about to be a clash over this valuable thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get there then. I'm just gonna Insert myself into that situation.
Incredible. I will let you either directly engage. I'll give you 3 options. You can either defend Pinnacle. Sorry, you can either defend Creation against Oberon. You can unleash your powers to use your powers to in some way get a hold of that computer system first, or you can directly engage a threat to give Creation an opportunity to get the computer system.
Why are 2 out of 3 of these helping Creation? It's not. This is not the vibe.
I gave you an option that isn't.
Wait, what was the option that wasn't?
The option that isn't is you can unleash your powers to get the computer system.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So unleash my powers could just apply to the fact that like super speed, yanking, super strong. It doesn't have to be like,
just in some way use your powers to do something to help you.
Yeah. I'm yes. Screw you, Creation. I'm trying to grab the computer system.
Can I please use my influence? Do I have influence over you?
You don't have influence over...
No, not over Pinnacle. No, wait.
over Pinnacle.
No, you have influence on me. Yeah, no, never mind.
I wrote down
I thought I had it on you.
both ways, but I may have just written it down.
Do you know what I've just realized we haven't done? And I apologize to the viewer. We haven't done the team pool.
I assumed that was because we
I
are
haven't
currently a
figured out what that
shambles
was. I was
and
gonna
there is
say, right
zero
now,
team
we're
in the
not a
pool.
team.
But,
True, actually.
Yeah.
Good point.
I
You
was
don't
reading-
have a team pool because you're not a team.
Yeah, I was reading the rules for team, and I was like, well, we definitely lose one because of that, and we definitely will lose one because of that. So I think that's us done.
Yes.
I've written down, if you want to try and blag it, that Creation has influence over me due to having previously been a super fan.
But was that part? That would be part of your
No, that's the other way around.
creation.
Other way around, unless it's because I just know things about you in a weird way.
Well, I also have it the
think
other way
it's-
around. That's why I might have just written it down twice, because I have Creation influence over Creation because.
So it's a mechanical thing, Shams. It's not. It's
No,
when
I
you
know.
create
I'm just saying when
Yeah.
we were doing the character creation, that is what I wrote down. I could.
I think it makes sense for you to have Pinnacle to have influence over Creation, but I don't think Creation has any kind of influence over Pinnacle.
Especially because like you should have probably been the team leader,
Yeah.
and I'm just like nothing next to you. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I'm just kind of like I'm just like I'm like crushed under this person's heel, just like looking up at you like Pinnacle, please.
Ah, shit.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna focus on the mission and grab the computer because that was what our mission was.
Incredible. Unleash your powers for me. Tell me what that looks like. You said you wanted drama.
I do.
Drama.
I'm gonna roll it first and see. Ah, frickin' nothing. Well, I failed. So.
Mark experience, or
Standard.
potential rather.
Welcome to the
thank
team. We're all failing today.
I think how you end up here is you have, I'm going to say you have the computer system by the end of this, but you don't get away with it. You can't, you are still very much in this situation, but you very much have the football.
It
So
could
what-
also be a case of like trying to use like my super strength and trying to really dramatically grab it in one fell swoop, and then like realizing that there's like a cable here and a thing here.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know anything about computers. Am I damaging the? Oh god. Does one have to unplug it before?
You
Turn
trip
it off
over
before-
some wires. It's a
Yeah.
laptop, actually. It's
is
a
it?
laptop.
Okay.
So you trip over it, and you're kind of on the screen. You kind of are looking up at the screen. I'm not going to make you roll for this. You see there's something on the screen that says the name Hoshi.
Wait. I haven't got to my bit yet.
I'm seeing that.
No,
I'm seeing
no.
that.
Sorry, Emily.
Bullshit.
You see
I
on the
have such a
computer.
cool thing.
I'm not going to give you details.
Okay.
On the computer, it says the name Hoshi. And that's it. That's all you get for right now. Pandora, what are you
Cool.
doing?
The minute anyone has hands on the computer, I have a flare as part of the Nova ability called Snatch. Spend 1 burn to use your powers to seize any object from someone within view. And I'm just gonna fling the laptop to me through the window of the office.
Hey. Oh my god, the PvP is happening. I mean,
Well,
helping.
is that
I'm
just
helping with the
your burn
mission.
is just something that you can do?
So I rolled that earlier. So that's the thing I rolled earlier when I
Yeah.
took the condition because I rolled badly. So that now I think just means there's nothing. It doesn't say I roll anything on Snatch. Like Reality Storm, I have to roll.
Spend
Worship.
1 burn to use your powers
And
to
I've got
seize
2,
any one
so, yeah.
object. Yeah.
Being the Nova is very powerful.
You all watch
Great
as
power.
what do they see through the broken glass of the office as you snatch this?
I just sort of grab it and then look through the glass and go, I got it. And then I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna drop the guy on the stairs, like onto the stairs.
Okay. Who wants to do something next? I think the goons are kind of scattered as the building looks like it's going to collapse.
Yeah. I think with the building like currently held and Snakebite has kind of been moving towards the building, hands outstretched, trying to hold the cocaine and heroin crystallized across the structure in place. Well, I think we see like an interior shot of Oberon's office as it's creeping along the walls and ceiling and kind of holding everything in place. And there is a call outside the building from Snakebite. Oberon, hold it. You can't. If you move and like spikes emerge from where it's being crystallized in the walls and floor and jut inwards.
Yeah.
You know how powerful this stuff is. If it strikes you, you're done. Surrender.
That's very good. Okay, I want you to do me a favor and provoke someone.
I am actually, I think, very bad at this, but yeah, plus superior, and superior is my worst. No, it's a neutral stat. It could be worse.
Would you say that Oberon has influence over you?
All quote unquote adults have influence over you.
Yes, that's true. So yeah. Does that mean you take a minus?
If you choose to, you can break Oberon's influence over me and subtract 2 from my roll, but it's after I roll. That would be very mean of you, but you can, I believe, as the rules go, do that. So that is currently a 5.
God, we can't.
I'm marking
it makes
experience, baby.
Sense. Yeah.
But yeah, the shards of it, I think with creation also still pinned in that space, you see these things get dangerously close to basically everyone in this room. Don't move.
God.
I think you might even, if you don't mind me saying this, I think you might impale one of the goons.
That can be a thing. I don't think Snakebite knows that yet.
No, I don't think you deliberately did it.
Yeah.
But I think maybe that has happened. You hear, okay. You hear Oberon, like, you hear, it's kind of just subtle, but it's like, kid, you do not want this heat. And it's another, and then as he rematerializes in front of you, Horizon.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
As he is going to attempt to punch you into next week. I'd love you to take a powerful blow.
What do you add for that? Sorry, just finding it.
You
Plus conditions.
You want to roll low. You want to roll low here.
I've got 4 conditions, everyone. So let's.
Oh no.
Okay, I've rolled a 1 and a 3, and then 4, so 7.
Okay.
No, wait, 4, 8. I can math.
That's still in the 7 to 9 list. Good.
That's still in the 7 to 9. So you either lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition, which I don't think you have.
Don't
any
have
over
influence.
people.
No.
You give ground, or you struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I will not be doing that.
won't do that.
I will give ground.
You know how you give ground?
No?
Oh, I'll tell you. He gets the laptop.
No, I don't want him to have the laptop.
He punches you, you swerve out of the way, and he grabs the laptop out of your hand, and maybe he'll bamf away.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm gonna overcharge. No, I can't do overcharge. I'm gonna do Reality Storm, which is you channel a destructive burst with your powers. Spend 1 burn to directly engage a threat using your powers, rolling freak instead of danger. If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend another burn. I do not have another burn to spend, so I will be doing that.
This is so bad.
So, directly engage a threat. Right, here we go.
Yeah.
Rolling
Roll
freak.
well now. Yes, good. Well, it's 11 on the dice, so I think
damn.
good.
Hot damn.
Plus
Yeah.
freak is 2, so 13, and then minus whatever I minus for conditions. So -2. So yeah, 11.
11. Okay. So tell me what this looks like. Tell me exactly what this looks like, and I'm going to tell you what happens afterwards.
Okay. All Horizon knows is they need to have that laptop because they have to get that to Madam.
Presnik, yes.
What is it?
Madam
Anna,
Presnik.
Madam, and
To the madam.
they just scream out. They cannot have another thing go wrong, and they just start crushing Oberon and just like compressing their like skin into their body, and like it probably breaks some, like they're manipulating gravity, so at that point around them everything is coming closer, so like the walls are probably starting to like all move towards Oberon just because they're just pulling everything towards Oberon to like
Has anyone seen Loki season 2?
Oh, I have not.
Where they crush people in a box?
Oh.
Oh no.
it's kind of that vibe.
So
The laptop comes pinging out the other way as well.
the laptop absolutely comes pinging out. I don't think you have it, but it's like on
Fine.
the ground.
Great.
And what is the look on your face as you watch as Oberon's limbs and arms and chest begin to compress in like such a way that all of you, this is grotesque, and this is way beyond the pale of what is acceptable to be seen on television. So what do the rest of you do as you see the laptop scattered, Oberon's fucked up? What's happening?
Can I scramble up off the floor? And I think for beforehand, like I like wipe blood off of my face and like look up at Pinnacle, and you don't know why, but there's just heartbreak in her eyes. But yeah, she kind of like looks over to whatever's going on here, like, stop them. Can you stop them? You can talk to them, right? Stop them.
There's still a large number of spikes in the room. With one of the goons impaled through the chest, expression both in pain and ecstasy. As, hey, you know, that was a very large amount of feeling, and then they immediately died. And as there is, I assume, screaming from Oberon in the background.
Yeah, it's not screaming, it's the air being forced out of his lungs.
And Snakebite is like, oh my god, Oberon! And immediately loses focus, and all of the structure holding in the building collapses. There's no more spikes, but this building is now probably set to collapse.
Moments away
imminently.
from collapsing.
Can I,
I'm gonna... Oh, go ahead, Sean. You go.
having just seen Oberon bamf, can I use my power mimicry to do exactly what Oberon just did?
Oh, fun! Yes,
Bamf
yes.
right in front of Horizon, Pandora. And I think I'm going to prioritize. I just want to appear in front of her and just hold her and just like break her eye contact and have her looking at me.
Okay.
While that happens, can I dive for the laptop using my super speed and shit?
Absolutely, you can. I want to unleash your powers from Liv, and I want to comfort or support someone from Natalie.
Oh, we should be doing opposite.
Yeah, 100%. My stats do not match my character at all. I'm just realizing. This has gone badly. Hold on.
Oh no! Don't do this to me again, please.
Double sixes. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
so comforted.
Hell yeah, you are.
What is that for you, Liv?
So, okay. I rolled a 5 and a 2, which is 7, but it is it's +3, so it's -1.
Oh.
Again. Got a 6.
For a 6.
Not your
Okay.
laptop, my laptop.
God.
You. This is what happens.
Yeah.
Natalie, describe to me the comforting. And Pandora, how are you comforted?
Okay, so firstly, I'm just getting in the way. I will just say, hey, make sure I have her attention, and then say, good job. You can stop now.
I think the "you can stop now" is the comfort. The like, it's done. Like, you've done the thing. Stop it now, because I think in the past either his powers have gone insane and there's been no stopping, and you know, when he was younger, that's one of the reasons he got sent away as a child, because he had no way of killing it and like turning that switch off. And then at school, no one said you can stop now. They just threw them into a place they didn't like to go to stop them. They made them stop rather than giving them the power to do it. And I think that's probably one of the first times anyone's ever said you can stop now, giving the ownership back to Horizon.
You come out of it. Oberon collapses in a bloody heap on the floor, passes out.
Horizon
And-
will walk over and get the laptop, though.
Well,
Please?
no.
No?
No.
I think creation.
No. Creation acted
Creation
at the same
failed.
time.
yeah.
Emily, hey, I'm running the game.
I know.
It's so true.
I forgot that she messed up. Sorry.
Creation. What happens
Yeah.
is I'm going to, rather than say that I'm going to give you something and it's going to be embarrassing. How do you not get to the laptop but still close enough to see something on the screen?
I'm going to. I think I just kind of. I run so far. It's not my speed. That's the problem. That's fine because I'm just fast as heck. But I think I just get overwhelmed. I think a little bit of a like panic attack stuff starts happening as I kind of take in everything around me, realizing that I'm fucking up so bad, and I think I just trip. I think I just trip and skid along until I'm just in front of the laptop.
You look up, kind of reaching out. You just can't reach it. And as you kind of look up at it, you see the name Hope G. Status alive. Brackets captured. And the laptop is closed and picked up by Anna, Madam Chupresnik, as she struts up and says, well, good job. And you are hoisted up, Creation, as paparazzi and cameras begin to flash, and this moment is captured for all of you as the building collapses. And we learn that Sanguine, not dead. And we'll find out just how that happened next time. Thank you so much for being here. And can everyone else, I guess, do the plugs? I guess that's what we do now.
That's what we do now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for watching the shit show. Oh, that was fun though. That was super
Liv,
fun.
do you want to go first? Take it away.
Sure, yeah, hi, I'm Liv Kennedy. You can find me over on 3 Black Halflings, which is a fun podcast to do with TTRPG stuff and pop culture stuff, all from the point of view of a person of colour. And I have my wonderful fellow hosts, Jeremy and Jasper, and it's fun over there. Also on Dicebreaker, which is a cool channel on YouTube, all about tabletop stuff. And I'm also at Does Dark Magic on social media, so that's where I am. Thank you.
Lovely stuff. And Nathan.
Hi, once again, I'm your androgynous android game show host from the future, Nathan Blades, tabletop RPG designer, streamer, voice actor, and general internet ne'er-do-well. You can find me as the voice of Captain Oromar Vale on the Campaign Skyjacks podcast. You can also get my games at theneoncaster.itch.io. I actually got around to changing the URL of that recently.
Nice.
And I'm the Neoncaster pretty much everywhere else. YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, all that. Please try my games. Thank you.
Lovely stuff. Zach, go for it.
Yes, my name's Zach. You can find me all over the internet at ZackFG. That's ZackFG. I am one of the GMs and creator behind Realms of Peril and Glory, which is an actual play podcast full of gorgeous original music, beautiful sound design, and just heaps of great stories told with some of the greatest talent in UK TTRPG. Probably by the time... No, this is coming out soon. This is coming out soon.
No,
I'm not
no.
used to that.
No.
But all of these people will have been on the show and feature in something that's on the feed in one way or the other. As this is coming out, actually, we are releasing the latest in our Liminal London series. You better catch up because Shamini is going to be in the next one, reprising her role as Dr. Annie Walker, the newborn vampire
Terrifying.
in the city of London, who is looking for a bit of revenge. And I'll leave that there.
Love it. Shams? You're muted.
Oh, you are muted.
Oh,
Sorry, my name is Shamini. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to do my little plug for our Patreon. We are on patreon.com/RPGeeksD&D. You can find a lot of exciting things there, including our session 0 for this campaign, in which you basically get all the secrets.
many
And all the
secrets.
backstory and the things that I've clearly written down wrong and forgotten and things like that. So do check that out, and thank you so much to all our patrons whose names have appeared at various points.
Yay,
Well, they'll
patrons.
be appearing again very soon. If you are watching live on Twitch, well, we're pre-recorded, but if you're watching it live right now as we're putting it out,
Oh, we're about to be
we're
on
going for a
again.
break. We're coming back, some of us. Maybe not everyone. We're not sure right now.
I'll be
But
there.
I'll be there for sure. Zach will be there. And maybe some other people will be there. And we're going to have a little chat with you live about the episode that you've just watched. You can ask all the questions and we may or may not answer them depending on spoilers. So, yes. That'll be great. I'm Emily. I'm around. Follow RP Geeks D&D on everything. That's all I care about. And yes, we'll see you very shortly. If you're watching on YouTube or listening on the podcast, hello, hi. We're just going to go away now. But we'll see you next time for more
Bye-bye.
Masks 2044.
Goodbye.